welcome back to Wuthering Ways, where I hope we're on the final part of this current quest here, where we are trying to go through the Jinshi movie quest sort of thing. Yeah. Hold on. I guess we'll get this, because it'll level up the synergy thing again. This will level up something, so we'll take that. Since they don't level up anything, we're not going to grab them. I'll go through the door to check out what we can find. Being a level 101 is a bit fucking crazy here. We can't even be that level in the game normally. Alright, walking into that book is going to end things immediately. We need to take Sanhua out of the party because we actually have something that we can get with Jian. Or Jijin. It's hard to say the J names to me.
Forgive me.
Chi lasts evermore.
Pull all those suckers in.
Sacred light.
Where are you off to? He's just gone.
Be swift. Hi. Onwards. Our lights shine through. Thunder guide us.
Really is funny how you say Thunder Guide Us. You'd think that Jinshi would be an electric character, wouldn't you?
Universe in my psyche.
Take form. Evil be cleansed.
Alright. Claim that. I can walk past all that. Ah. Ooh, yeah. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, upgrade. I was gonna say, wait a minute. But Rover's the protagonist. Like, how do we not have him? Save the money for the last area. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Things to do, things to finish. Oh, so even though the team level goes up to 100, they don't go up to 100. I only just now saw that.
I shall lead the way.
What are we fighting? That's just kind of horrifying. The fact that I was just like, what are we fighting? Whoops up, sees it, and then it drops on me by dropping frames? Like, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
Chi lasts evermore.
Beckoning light. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Moment of awakening, thus it ends. Take form. Our lights shine through.
Why is this boss killing the frames? Or is it the background of the area that's doing
Thus
that?
it ends.
Universe in my psyche.
Fast in starlight. Take forth, evil be cleansed.
You're dead as hell. Now we can get a little rest again. Skip all that. Skip all that, skip all that, skip all that, skip all that. The final stretch leading to the womb chamber is covered in pristine white. Your breath freezes instantly, blending with the snow. You can hardly make out the figures of those traveling beside you, even though they are just feet apart. You find yourself once more at the waterfall veiled in warm vapor, though through the steam you glimpse a fiery glow and two distant figures. Divine Wong, I have come to honor a promise. Promise? Since my mentor's passing, I must take on his duty. I am the new Wayfinder. I see. So the immortal has. Please, Divine Wong, do not mourn. As he often said, birth, aging, illness, and death are natural parts of life. As your Wayfinder, fulfilling this sacred task made his life more than worthwhile. I see. Still, I didn't expect one so young to be chosen. Do you understand what this promise demands? Yes, though this may be my first time in the mountain, his instructions were clear. Rest assured, Divine Wong. Very well. After the ritual, the task of guiding her to oversee the frontier falls to you. I trust the immortal's wisdom. Wait, what are you doing? Amidst the falling snow, the young girl raises her umbrella high. Luckily, it's just within reach. I heard of the mountain's fierce storms, so I brought an umbrella with me. I'm glad it comes in handy. It's just wind and snow. I can manage without it. You may keep it for yourself. I don't mind the cold at all. Please, let me hold the umbrella for you. You always put yourself before others. Master spoke of to ordain conscious whatever. Anyway, to secure life and fortune for the people, but I have often wondered, why shouldn't the Divine Wong herself be counted among these people? I simply wish to ensure the flame never dies. But in this world, no fire can burn internally in solitude, Divine Wong. The silence lingers, and then a gentle sigh is swept away by the blizzard. Was that really... Have you wondered why visitors must leave before the mountain seals itself, Alex? Why has no one chosen to stay for 16 years? That is because this has always been Death's domain. When the time comes, everyone here returns to how it was. Those who do not belong to the past vanish in the current time. The flame never goes out. It endures, because people feed themselves to it. The mirages are echoes of those consumed. Everything returns to how it was. Does that mean? Perhaps you've already sensed the truth. If so, what choice will you make? Oh yeah, we need that. Alright, last shop. Who do we get? Cantarella and my Shorekeeper and Camellia. Oh no, wait, we can't get one of them. Oh no, wait, yeah, we can. What am I talking about? We can get them all. Nice. Practically collected everybody. As they say, you have to catch them all. Whoa. Okay, why would you put me back here? Is this some kind of joke? I ain't laughing. Anyway, let's finish this story. Perhaps not long had past, only the burn of a matchstick, or rather a lonely candlestick, devoting its entire lifespan. You notice someone holding a lamp, approaching you from the direction you came. Her steps are steady, a warrior poised to pour all her passion into the coming battle. Sorry to keep you waiting. It took longer than I expected. What happened? I was just about to charge in there and start looking for you. I am fine. I appreciate your concern. Preparations for this battle took longer than I anticipated. That's all. The survival of the frontier is at stake. There's no room for mistakes. Stop yawning. Her tone differs from her parting words. Though she attempts to remain candid, you sense a subtle distance in her words. Let us press on. We will eliminate the wound dwelling within and gain the power needed. If that's truly what you desire, I will protect you until the very end. Following her lead, you navigate the vast, winding passages until suddenly the path opens up into a wide area. Snowflakes drift down to your shoulders once more. The final stretch of the womb chamber leads to the mountain's summit, where a womb with blue and black scales, a white mane and golden horns awaits. You notice its labored breathing, the powerful yet unstable frequencies it emits, leak out like water from a cracked vessel. Only the creature's eyes remain calm, locking with yours. How long did it take for it to return? After all those years, any trace of joy or sorrow has long since faded, swallowed by the endless snow. It is time. Start the final battle and choose her fate. Like, that's the thing. How am I gonna choose her fate? Is it by dying?
I shall lead the way.
I can imagine if you get a game over and lose here, then you get like a bad ending. I can imagine that.
Beckoning light.
Unless they pull a fucking seafood thing and I'm supposed to break you and then leave your ass alone.
Take form. Let it end.
But you can't just hit me like that, so don't you do it. I'm glad that my Jinshi thing seems to be a lot stronger than the last ones.
Chi lasts evermore.
Evil be cleansed.
Wow, she is so much stronger than the other teams.
Let it end.
I can't speak, whoop its ass is what I'm wanting to say.
Take form. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Let it end.
I don't think you're hitting the boss.
Universe in my psyche.
Oh, Jue's here
Our
now.
light strength.
Where the hell is Jinshi? I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Long, long ago, legends say a girl was raised by a divine womb, the ruler of wind, rain, and seasons. She grew up happily in the womb chamber. Her snow-covered home was bountiful, drawing many from the frontier to travel and trade. She cherished the townsfolk company, yearning to see the world beyond. But gradually, fewer came seeking blessings, and those who did wore troubled expressions. When she asked, they told her a devastating truth. Monsters were ravaging their lands. Troubled, she approached her guardian. Those who once worshipped us now face hunger and ruin. Is there a way for me to save them? The Wong sighed. It is futile, child. You cannot change their fate, and neither can this one. It is the natural course. I refuse to accept that, she insisted. If by natural law I should have perished in the wilderness long ago, yet you changed my fate. Seeing her resolve, the womb granted her powers of wind, rain, and seasons. With its final breath, it spoke, "Do not mourn this one's passing. Our paths diverge. Remember, every gift bears a cost. The people offered tribute for good seasons, and this one fulfilled its duty. But now, this one denies them passage. For new promises lie beyond my power. In these troubled times, power becomes a curse. Should you falter, those who depend on you will suffer. They will not thank you, but will question and resent you. You remind this one of what I once was. This one accepts its end. yet cannot bear to watch you experience the same and lose your fate. I have no regrets, the girl said, sorrow in her voice. Now with you leaving my side, they are all I have. I cannot watch them perish. I will grow stronger, unmoved by hardship, betrayal, or anything that dares to break me. But the womb only smiled softly. There is nothing wrong with fading away. It vanished into the blizzard, leaving only a whisper in the wind. The womb's words echoed in her mind. She began contemplating ways to overcome the inevitable. In time, wielding that power, she walked the mountain's flow of time to the 16 years of her youth, severing the mountain from the rest of the world. After that, she journeyed to the frontier, using her powers to protect the people and unite survivors against adversity. 16 long, brutal years passed, until she finally returned to the mountain. There, she would pass her power to her younger self, untouched by time. Thus, time within the mountain became like a predetermined game of Wei Qi. No matter how the world changed, the divine womb in the frontier would never fall. When the old faded, the new would rise. There would always be a youthful, passionate version of her to uphold the ideal, fulfilling her promise to protect for eternity. The tea on the table hisses as it boils. In the inn's lobby, the troublemakers from earlier are still sitting across from each other, silently locked in a standoff. At the counter, the innkeeper flips through his accountant book, nodding in approval at the compensation totals. You set the empty dishes aside and nudge Abby, signaling that it's time to stop eating. Well then, what do you think of the story? Piece together as it is? It's very much as I imagined. An interesting story, yes, but it has its inconsistencies. True, the truth is unclear and the story is riddled with questionable elements. But if there is no divine womb, then which came first, the girl with the power, or the dragon that gave it to her? These are simply baseless rumors, nothing more. We need to leave soon. You need to finish your meals. Once we return to the frontier, who knows when we'll taste such delicacies again? That's right. You better eat up or I'm gonna finish the whole thing. Alex promised us a proper feast before we leave. Indeed, without attachments there is no fear, no illusion, and only the path to enlightenment. For now, nothing matters more than the meal before us. Once we're back in the frontier, we'll be caught up in duties, though Alex still might manage to visit here from time to time. With the temporal disruption now stable, the mountain's connection to the rest of the world is restored, and local cuisine will be easier to access. However, with the time flowing in sync, prices here no longer match those of the outside world. The local currency is now a rare antique. Wait, why is everyone looking at me like that? Are these dishes pricey? Alex, we found the Lung's treasure, right? Come on, think of something! Abby... Well, the Divine Womb is actually... Ahem! I am immensely grateful for your aid these past few days. Consider this meal a gesture of my gratitude. She rises and walks to the counter. After a brief exchange with the innkeeper, she retrieves a small pouch of coins taken from the Womb chamber and settles the bill. Now that the horns and scales are gone, no one would associate her with the legendary Divine Womb. She's simply a girl, smiling and blushing like any other. She turns back with a smile. It's time for the ferry. Ah, there we go. The true ending. In truth, you didn't keep your promise to help her slay the Womb that day. Right before the final blow, you hesitated, facing the silver-haired girl as confusion flickered across her face. Slaying the Womb was not a difficult task. Her plan was flawless for those involved. After walking such a long, solitary path, she could not let the chance to realize her ideals slip away. Killing the Womb could save everyone. Would they ever understand the immense resolve it took her to walk this desperate path? Yet even so, the three of you were enough to stop her from ending the Womb's life. It was close. Why are you doing this? Is sacrifice the only answer? You respond to her question with one of your own. To hold compassion for all means letting go of attachments and rising above emotion. But if one has truly abandoned emotion, can they truly say to another, "You are similar to me"? That's why the three of you came to an understanding before the womb chamber. No one is destined to be sacrificed, and no one has the right to decide who is sacrificed. The 16-year cycle had to end. The world exists in a turbulent stream. Can violence truly bring about goodness? Of all the ways to find salvation, only saving oneself is true. Your thoughts are interrupted by Abby's voice, pulling you back into the film. At the dock, the silver-haired girl waves from a boat. So, what's the story really about, Alex? It's about the journey of a lonely savior. It is? Well, I don't really get her thinking. But I get what you're saying. If she had companions like us from the start, her journey would have been much easier, right? You gently ruffle Abby's hair with a smile, and you follow your companions onto the small boat heading for the frontier. What comes next will be a brand new story. Wait, did it say I got ending 2? Wait, which ending did it say I got? Ah, fuck, I skipped too fast. I can't exactly tell what ending it said I got. If it said 2, then that means... I mean, obviously, from the sound of it, I got the good ending. But I think getting the bad ending would probably be losing to the fight. I would imagine. The theater lights flicker on and you slowly find yourself waking up. Were you crying? You have no idea how spicy this popcorn is. Besides, some people will cry whether they watch a masterpiece or a total flop. Spicy popcorn? Oh yeah. Yep. The secret to changing an ending is hidden in the script. If you want a different outcome, rewatch the films and try spotting the nitty-gritty details. Huh. Alright. Everything in the film felt so real. The mountain, the snow peak. Ugh, I got the chills now. And boy, the chow back in that inn was something else. I should start keeping a food diary. But seriously, what was up with the ending she mentioned? You can actually change the ending? Guess we'll have to pay attention next time we watch. Okay, hold on. Wait. This is very important. So, oh yeah. Of all ways to find salvation, only saving oneself is true. So when I go back, okay, unlock 2 endings. Alright, well when I go back in the editing, I'll find out if that said 2, because I'm guessing it did mean 2. Which means, from how that ending looked, it definitely looked like I got the good ending. Because the good ending pretty much is just the same ending as the one that we've had before. Like the original story quest. I'm also hoping... Is there a better picture for the main quest? The ending picture or not? Oh, there isn't? I have to use that one? Yeah, shit. Well, I guess I have to use this picture, even though I would rather use a better one. Okay, so we get all that. I got... I can buy Phantom Crownless. Let's go. I gotta put that on, like, immediately. So we need to clear Psych Pass, the Outlier. So this is, of course, going to be the Shorekeeper one that we're gonna watch. So pretty much this event is just going through the main story, but with certain aspects changed and touched up. And pretty much that's just it. Just changed around is all. Okay. I still feel bad for Yang Yang because she's supposed to be the mascot of the
I will
game.
be there for
Yet,
everyone
even though
as we
she's
head
the
toward our
mascot of
shared
the
future,
game,
leaving the past behind.
she's still kind of given the short end of the goddamn stick. And why we say that is because, bro, oh shit, I fucked up. Effective for all crownlesses, apply the appearance. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Anyway, reason we say this is because, yeah, Yang Yang's the mascot of the game. She keeps getting the short end of the stick. I don't think Chi should have been the main character of the first one. It should have been Yang Yang. But again, she was reduced to a side character. Unlock all bonds. Nice. So I got all the characters unlocked, so we don't exactly need that again. Watch the film. Ah, obtain tokens. And then I can buy just one of these. Oh boy. Alright. Well then. We're gonna go ahead and end it here, and we will do the next one in the next episode.